Senator who came before us once said, and that is true. Otherwise, those who will sit in this chamber will be a hostage to constant reinvention, depending on where the political wind blows when duty requires adherence to core beliefs. The Filipino senator I'm talking about made that comment long before Kennedy did, when he wrote, or in his writing, about the 8 senators who took on unpopular causes, defined what a pro-fight in courage is. To defy public opinion of their constituents, to do what they felt was right and suffered severe criticism. That senator was Claro M. Recto, whose devotion to his principles led him to courses unpopular at that time, but which history later upheld as right. My grandfather practiced supply-side politics, and that involved voicing contrarian opinions when popularity contests, otherwise known as elections, require a candidate to take the safest course to a new mandate. And that is to say, what everybody's thinking, but in the loudest voice. I shall now pay the price of my intransigence, but I have no regrets, Mr. President. For the time being, my destiny is to serve the people, not from this chamber, but in other capacity, though not less exalted than what I aspired for. As I do my duties as a citizen, Ralph Recto, I am inspired by the saying that there is an office higher than the Senate, even higher than the office of the President, and that is the office of the Patriot. And as I discharge my duties as one, routine they may be, like paying taxes, obeying traffic laws, picking up trash, helping a fellow man in need, it is these individual acts, multiplied 1,000,000 times, and not the bombast in Congress, that sustain and nourish our democracy and our national community. Let me also remind you that in our scheme of things, the senator is the employee and the citizen is the employer, lest you forget about that. Though I am 3 summers past 40, I have already logged 15 years in Congress, 9 in the bigger house, and 6 in this one. I do need this break to catch up on my reading and to savor simple joys as driving my kid to school, take him out swimming, honing his putting skills, or going with him to the mall. I have one more deficit to fight, and that is years of accumulated parental deficit to a precocious kid on the throes of adolescence. I imagine reading him a book at bedtime with the same ease that I lull you to sleep when I quote you the tax code. To my supporters, thank you for traveling with me in the high but hard road. This is a short detour, a momentary pit stop, and we will resume our journey soon. To the staff of the Senate, collectively, you constitute one of the formidable arguments against unicameralism. Midnight coffee would never taste as good without you. To my dear colleagues, thank you for the enlightening company. We may debate ferociously on the floor, but we do not throw civility out of the window. When the make is up, we may go for each other's throats. But in the lounge, the majority-minority divide dissolves. Barbarians will soon appear at the gate to tear this institution down. Believe me, they shall not pass. To the love of my life, who stood by me through these years, whose grit and grace continue to inspire and amaze me, now I can say, honey,